Latinos of all backgrounds, do y'all not realize black people are not the only people in this country? You got your Chinese Americans, your Japanese Americans, your Korean Americans, your Indian Americans, your Muslim Americans, your white Americans, and your own people. So why in Davy Jones' locker are y'all so pressed and mad at us because we not out protesting? Folks, we did the most effective protesting last November, and the data proves it. We protested when it mattered the most. We were not out here with whole productions talking about some "we will vote for Donald Trump." Y'all was out here with that foolishness, knowing full well that y'all had a few abuelas, a few tios, tias, mijo, and mijas in your house undocumented. But y'all got y'all behinds on stage talking about some "we will vote for Donald Trump." And you think we supposed to be out here protesting, picket fence in hand, clowning like some monkeys in a zoo? No, sir, bop. We did what we were supposed to do. And y'all put y'all's own community in the position that it's in now. And y'all need to live with it.
You're running us over, you're shooting us, all because of the color of our skin. All because we have culture, we brought it here, and we are who we are, and we love it here, and we help people here. That's what we're known for. We help people, and yet we're getting terrorized. We're going through this. Our families are our babies are literally being ripped from our hands. If someone could please tell me if there's something we can do to help our people. Please just imagine yourself in our situation. Imagine your people are being terrorized. They're being ran over. If you literally cannot have empathy for someone, I don't know what to tell you. You're an evil ass human being, and you need help, and you need God. You have no heart, and hell, there's a special place in hell for you. Karma is real, and God will take care of them. This is so heartbreaking. I don't know what we could do to help. I feel so helpless. I just want to help with something. I just want this to end. I just want there to be peace like there was peace. I just want that. That's all I want for us.
So I'm getting tired of seeing videos of my raza, my Latin community, my Hispanic community, calling out black people, our black brothers, for not doing what we think that they're supposed to be doing. This revolution is for us. This revolution is ours. It is our turn and our time to stand up for what is right. Leave those people alone. If their people want to call them out and ask them to stand in solidarity with us, then let that be so. But I need all my Hispanic and Latinos to leave them alone. If you are not black, do not call them out. They are not deserving of that. We need to focus on our own, please.
Boy. So we got to talk about this trend that is going viral on TikTok. I'm not sure if this is a real life thing, but it certainly is an internet thing in which you have Latinos, particularly leftist Latinos, right? Left-wing Latinos. They're begging black people to stand in solidarity, okay, aka Marxism, with them when it comes to being against these mass deportations, right? They want black folks out there on the front line with the other Latinos that support illegal immigration, protesting, putting their bodies on the line against the Trump administration, right? This is what they want. And these people are very upset that black folks, some black people, are coming out and saying, nah, we're good, right? We're not going to stand with you guys when it comes to this issue. We're good, okay? We're okay when it comes to this. We're not going to fight your cause, okay? And again, you have some Latinos that are very upset about this. They're boo-hoo-whining and crying over the fact that some black people are saying, no, we're not standing with you. Take a look.
And since y'all want to make this a race issue, let's talk.
I have a lot of people in the comments talking about, why are you just talking about African Americans? Why are you just asking for our support? Why are you not asking white people? Why are you not asking Asian people? Let me tell you something. If it's not clear by now, they have never been part of the fight. And that's not to come for you guys, but the majority is not the minority, right? Black and brown are the minority in this country. We have had a lot more issues than any other race in this country. So, you know, by default, you would kind of think like we would stand together, you know, having a history of so much oppression. And, you know, I'm not trying to discredit anybody else, but we have both been through a lot. This is not even a topic of conversation. Once y'all get over the fact that it's not a race thing, because there is only one race, and that is the human race. And if you guys want to continue to put us in separate teams, then we are never going to fix the problem. Truly. If there is no unity, nothing is getting fixed. I'm going to just leave that there.
I am in so much shock with the amount of Latinos for Trump that are now coming out saying we feel so backstabbed, we feel so betrayed, we feel used now that our families are being deported even though they're not criminals. You didn't feel that way when Donald Trump was talking about the Mexican families that he was going to be deporting. You didn't feel that way when he spoke about other minority groups that he was going to be deporting. But now that it's affecting your family, your uncle, your cousin, now you want to cry about it? Now you want to cry crocodile tears? Girlfriend, I don't feel bad for you.
Just give us immigration reform and don't treat us like dirt. It's not that hard. We're not asking for much. If anything, this is going to help the economy. And we're not asking for you to kiss the ground that we walk on. Just treat us with a little bit of decency. Just a little bit. It's not that hard. I promise you.
Bro, you came here illegally, so you're getting sent back. Like, I'm not really understanding where I'm supposed to feel bad. Like, it's the law. Like, what? Am I missing something? Like, we also can't do that. We can't go to other countries illegally and just pop up and start working and all of that without things in order, without abiding by their laws. And to be honest, it's a much worse punishment if we end up doing that. I feel like America is being generous. Y'all are getting caught and then being sent by a plane or sent by a bus back home. That's pretty generous if you ask me. Like, if I go to Russia and try to pull that off, I might not come home. They might lock me up for 50 years for trespassing. Like, I'm confused. The media is trying to make us feel bad. And they're like, oh, this person was 15 years old. He was a hard-working boy. He was in high school, blah, blah, blah. And he was an illegal immigrant from Guatemala. Bro, you lost me. You lost me. He's illegal. So I'm sorry. Like, that's just what happens. I can't feel bad no more. Everything you said before that is disregarded. I'm sorry.
Latinos of all backgrounds. Do y'all not realize black people are not the only people in this country? You got your Chinese Americans, your Japanese Americans, your Korean Americans, your Indian Americans, your Muslim Americans, your white Americans, and your own people. So why in Davy Jones' locker are y'all so pressed and mad at us because we not out protesting? Folks, we did the most effective protesting last November, and the data proves it. We protested when it mattered the most. We were not out here with whole productions talking about some we will vote for Donald Trump. Y'all was out here with that foolishness, knowing full well that y'all had a few abuelas, a few tios, tias, mijo, and mijas in your house undocumented. But y'all got y'all behinds on stage talking about some we will vote for Donald Trump. And you think we supposed to be out here protesting, picket fence in hand, clowning like some monkeys in a zoo? No, sir, bop. We did what we were supposed to do. And y'all put y'all's own community in the position that it's in now. And y'all need to live with it.
Okay, this question is for anybody who is Mexican American, Chicano, Hispanic, Latino, whatever, however you identify, it's all the same to me. Doesn't matter. So if you're within that community or if you're just watching, let me know what you think down in the comments below. Okay, I'm about to ask you a question. You let me know your honest, truthful opinion. Okay, my question is very straightforward. Don't make it complicated. Don't go over the top. Answer is yes or no. If you want to explain after yes or no, that's fine. But first answer with yes or no. And my question is this. If all of the migrant workers are deported, would you, your family, or any of your friends sign up to take their jobs? For example, such jobs as becoming farm workers, day laborers.
Really wondering why Black Americans are not getting deported? Really? See, that just goes to show y'all don't know anything about our history, baby, because we only been here for 80, 90 generations. Black folks, we built this nation on the backs of our ancestors. What you mean why we not getting deported? Huh? We only been here since the 18th century. Even longer before then, even during the 17th century. We built the White House. We built everything. We built the economy here. We are the reason why this nation stands strong even into this day. Where they going to deport us? Where they going to take us to? We already home. What, they're going to deport us to Virginia? North Carolina? No, we already home. We not going nowhere, for those of you all guys were wondering. Sorry for bursting your bubble.
They are being starved. They are thirsty, only given 1 cup of water per day, are denied bathroom privileges, are denied medical attention. People in ICE concentration camps are losing their lives. And don't even think about saying FAFO, fuck around and find out, to these people in ICE detention centers. It is a shame that members of the Black community started the trend, and so many other people followed. This is an updated voting poll.
Updated.
Brown people voted for Kamala Harris more, but you fall for the colonizers' divisive tactics, the inaccurate voting polls, the initial propaganda. It is immature and immoral to be centering that type of behavior in response to a community that is being mass deported, imprisoned in concentration camps, and tossed out of the country to who knows where without any rights or contact to any lawyer or family. When we should be focused on solidarity, and this has to stop immediately. Especially those of you who claim to be activists perpetuating this FAFOBS nonsense.
Shouts out to Aaliyah, because this is where it was on her page when I first saw this lady, this Mexican lady. And then I went to her page and she doubled down and literally said that they helped us during the Civil War, which is a lie. And the Mexicans helped free the slaves. First of all, Mexico had slavery themselves that wasn't abolished until 1829 or 1830 or something, somewhere around there. And the president that abolished slavery in Mexico was Afro-Indigenous. I don't know why they keep leaving that part out. He looked more like a negro than he looked like. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? And when we were down there, we was fighting beside them. We was helping to protect their borders. They conveniently leave that out. All this civil rights, there was nobody that was not fighting with us for civil rights. It's a lie and a scam, not as a collective. And they know a lot of them are anti-Black. It is so crazy that they keep blaming us. First of all, we've been saying fuck around and found out, just like we've been saying a whole bunch of other shit that they co-opt and steal and turn into something else. Fuck around and found out never really had no political meaning. That's just how Black people talk. Bitch, fuck around and find out. That's how we talk. Why do they keep blaming us and censoring us when we are not the ones that's putting them in concentration camps? We do not yield, nor do we hold the power to deport them. They are focusing on the wrong people. Why y'all not mad at MAGA? Why y'all not sticking it to the white man? I mean, we just got to call it a spade a spade. It's so weird that the Mexican and the Latino community keeps coming for Black people. It's because we're not putting our bodies, we're not sacrificing our bodies and going and running out and standing on the front lines. Is that what it is? Why they got so much animosity toward us like we're the ones that's doing this to them? We're not inflicting any pain on you. And as per Aaliyah's video, because I never saw that initial video, she played a video of a bald head clear guy coining fuck around and find out for political purposes. Once again, stealing our shit, renaming, reclassifying it, giving it a different meaning. We're not making fun of y'all like that. We really ain't. We don't give a... It's unfortunate, but stop blaming. You're pointing.
Latinos in the United States have not earned the support of black people for us to be demanding, oh yeah, why aren't they coming out to protest with us? Why aren't they engaging in activism with us? Because we haven't earned it at all, in the slightest. Or did you guys forget that 46% of all eligible Latino voters voted for Donald Trump in the 2024 presidential election? Or how about the fact that racism, anti-blackness, colorism, all of these things are still very much pervasive in our communities? Bro, Latinos haven't even reconciled with the fact that they can't use the N-word unless they're also black themselves, because Afro-Latinos exist. Oh, and if we're talking about Miami, oof, you'll see the whitest MAGA Latinos be like, bro, but I grew up in the hood. I grew up around black people in Overtown or in Liberty City. I could say it, bro. No one's gonna stop me from saying it. It's my right. I'm not racist. I have a black friend. We haven't even gotten over that. And we want black people to go to protest with us, to engage in activism with us, putting their lives, their freedom, their bodies on the line? No. I completely understand any black person that wants to just disengage, disregard us. I get it, guys. I really, really do. And we, as Latinos, as a collective, should not be harboring resentment against black people, criticizing them, getting angry at them, questioning them. No. No. Because we've earned this. They are completely justified in feeling the way they feel and doing what they're doing. Now, I would like to give a message to the black folks watching this video. You are completely justified in your feelings and in doing what you're doing, and I respect it. But please remember that black folks are also being affected by this persecution of undocumented migrants. And I feel like that's not talked about enough either. Here, Miami, Florida is the best example. Haitians, Jamaicans, Bahamians, Afro-Cubans, Afro-Hondurans, Garifunas, black people from all over Latin America and all over the world, Africans, just so many black people that are also undocumented that are really being affected by the persecution of this administration. And of course, much like any other entity in space, black folks in immigration detention centers, in the immigration system, are treated worse than their white, Latino, Asian counterparts. So it's really important to acknowledge that and just let you guys know. But yeah, Latinos, we need to tighten up. If you guys want the support of the black community, then earn it. Demonstrate that we can solve these issues of racism in our own communities, and please stop saying the N-word. If you're not black, don't say the N-word. It's really simple, actually.
So Latinos are blaming black people for them getting deported, saying we are not standing up for them? This says, but why isn't my black community standing up for you like us Latinos did for BLM? We stood up for you in the voting booth, where it counted, where it mattered. 92% of black women voted against this situation. 80% of black men voted against this situation. And you got the nerve and the audacity when you go and look at the numbers for Latino men and women, how they voted. And I promise you, they didn't vote nowhere near the levels we voted. And now you have the nerve and the audacity to blame us. You got the nerve to be coming at black women in the community. You got the nerve. We told you there were multiple black creators that told you guys that it wasn't just illegals that were going to get deported who had criminal records. You thought they wasn't going to come for my husband, son, daughter, Abuelita, Tio, because they haven't committed any crimes. They just over here living a carefree, safe, non-criminal life. They snatching y'all up too. And we told you that they would, and you did not believe us. And you made a bad decision. So wear it. Suffer in silence. Wear it. Do not blame anybody else. Look at your own community around you. And the rights that you do have, we were the ones. Our ancestors paid for those rights. The 1965 Civil Rights Act, we paid for those. Dogs were let loose on us. We were unalived. We were imprisoned. We went through Jim Crow where we couldn't even eat or go to the same movie theater or the bathroom or drink out of the same water fountain. We went through chattel slavery for hundreds of years, but this is our fault? How dare you? And I have love for Latino men and women. I have love for that community. Lots of friends. Lots of people I've done business with. But don't you dare come at us in this community when we told you what was going to happen. Suffer in silence. Wait another 2 years, vote in the midterms, and then wait another 4 years and vote right in the next election. But how dare you blame us?
Black Americans have absolutely no reason to defend America, to fight for America, to honor America, until we give reparations. Now, before y'all lose your shit and start saying, I didn't have any slaves, slavery was over 100 years ago, chill the fuck out, all right? Because that's not what we're talking about. This did not end 100 years ago. Slavery was not the end of all discrimination. It was not the end of all wealth being stripped and taken from Black Americans. Reconstruction era, Jim Crow era, Civil Rights era, the crack epidemic, there's not a point in time where America was not putting down Black Americans, taking their wealth from them, and preventing them from building capital. I went through and listed a whole bunch of Black towns that were destroyed by angry white mobs. Many of these towns were self-sufficient, and many of them had very wealthy Black residents like Jack Hawley, who had like 700 acres, a granary, a general store that was taken from him and never given back. He never got any reparations for it. That is wealth and capital that could have been passed on generationally that was stopped by white America. And it wasn't just the angry racist mobs that were causing this wealth inequality. Even though that alone should qualify for reparations, there was also the redlining. There was also the U.S. highways that destroyed neighborhoods. There was gentrification that's still happening today. In a capitalist society, those who have capital will get more capital. Those who don't have capital, even what they have will be taken from them. So while white Americans got to pass on their capital, their wealth, generation after generation, Black Americans and brown Americans had to restart over and over. Have y'all not played Monopoly? Do you know what happens when one person owns all the properties? It gets a lot less fun to play for the rest of the people. Shit, when I played Monopoly, we were ready to fight each other. My siblings, we hated each other after that game. If you were winning, you were just rubbing it in everybody else's face, and the losers were always having the worst time and end up flipping the damn board over. That is literally a perfect analogy of what is happening today. Black Americans are flipping the board over. They're tired of the game because the game has never suited them. It's getting boring. So how do we give out reparations? At this point, it would be damn near impossible to do it based on race, okay? There's so much mixing, what percentage, who would get it, it would just make a whole big mess. So that's why most people immediately stop thinking about reparations. Oh, we can't even do it. That'd be too complicated. But there is a way to do it. Y'all just don't want to give reparation. You could set up reparations that are not just cash. You're not just giving out stimulus checks. You could set it up to where people in these zip codes that were redlined can get loans, interest-free loans for houses, for businesses. Reparations does not have to be cash. It could be education. It could be welfare. It could be housing. And to prevent people from gentrifying these areas because of these loans, you do it based on income. This would also benefit not only Black Americans, but Mexican Americans, Native Americans, Hawaiians, even Puerto Ricans. The entire island of Puerto Rico would qualify for this. Germany gave out reparations, okay? And they apologized. They sincerely apologized for what they did. And now look at their nation. It's one of the best places to live in the world. Hands down. Your social benefits are there. You have unlimited sick days. You have paid time off. You have affordable food, affordable housing. These are all things that were made possible because they paid reparations. I would argue if they never paid reparations, they would not have as great of a society as they do, because the people changed. The hearts of the people changed. And that's what has never happened in America. And even if this whole thing flops and nobody's life gets better because of reparations, right? At least we have shown people that we are changed by heart and that we care and that we want these communities to do better. And that would actually give these people in these communities a reason to care about America, a reason to fight for freedom. Right now, they have no reason. We've never given them a reason because we've never truly apologized. We've never rectified what happened. And until that day happens, we are going to be divided in this.
With all disrespect, shut your bum ass up. You and everybody in your comment section who was giggity gagging with you at this video. It makes you look pathetic when you give this much or any kind of a fuck about what another group of people calls themselves. Why is it your business or your concern what another ethnic group, another group of people calls themselves? I don't give a fuck what none of y'all call yourselves. You can call yourselves Martians. I wouldn't give a shit because it don't affect my life. But for some reason, everybody seems to feel entitled to Black Americans, to the Black American identity. It's like there's a really weird obsession with us. Everybody seems to have some level of entitlement to us. It's like a worldwide policing. Like everybody in the world seems to have something to say or seems to feel entitled to police Black Americans on some level. And we are the only ethnic group that goes through this. Everybody else can just exist. Everybody else can just enjoy their own culture without having to share it. Everybody else can just enjoy existing without having to explain why they exist or why they are who they are, why they live where they live, why they're from where they're from. They have nobody else has to explain their lineage and give a 10-page thesis on their ethnic identity. Nobody has to share their culture on a worldwide scale and simultaneously not get credit for anything that they've ever done. Nobody else has to do that except us. We're literally the only group of people in the entire world that goes through this. And nobody seems to be able to explain the obsession. I mean, it's literally pathetic.
So here's my response to this particular comment. The fact of the matter is we are an African people. Africa literally flows through our blood. It is in our DNA. We come from the continent of Africa. There are slave ship logs that prove where we come from, that we are connected to Africa. There are the slave narratives that prove our connection to Africa. There are the continuing remnants of African culture present in African American culture that is a clear indication that we do in fact have a connection to the continent of Africa. And it's time for us to stop denying that connection. A tree with no roots cannot stand. Our roots are not here in this country. This is the land of our captivity. This is the land that held us in bondage for hundreds of years. This is the land that Jim Crowed us. This is the land that continues to treat us like second-class citizens. And this is the land that you want to identify with. Many of us suffer from Stockholm Syndrome. We are quick and eager to identify with our slave master more so than we are to identify with our mother continent. And while I appreciate, the term black, and I don't think it should be a term that's gotten rid of or anything like that, but black is a color and it doesn't fully define who we are. People are defined by land. And the land that we originally come from is Africa. Our story didn't begin with slavery. We are not defined by slavery. We had a history before slavery, and slavery was an interruption in our history. So I just had to share these thoughts, man. While I understand, why people are, tempted to get involved in tribalism, the fact of the matter is this tribal mentality has not served African people, both on the continent and abroad. It hasn't served us. All it has done is perpetuate our division and our subjugation to colonial masters.
I'm Puerto Rican, but it's literally similar to Dominicans. We grew up not talking about race, not caring about it, because we come in all shapes, sizes, and colors. We even have Asian Puerto Ricans, okay? Some of y'all cannot comprehend it because you're so used to the American lifestyle and standards, but you're gonna have to expand your mind a little bit when it comes to other cultures. On top of that, I didn't forget y'all calling ICE on Hispanics, yet they were the ones that were protesting alongside you guys during BLM. You see how that works? You see the hypocrisy? Y'all are evil and sick.
This is Jennifer Gonzalez, the governor of Puerto Rico. She gave Department of Homeland Security information assisting with the deportations of 20,000 undocumented immigrants. This is Rebecca Gonzalez. She's a head figure in DHS. She's the one that executed the 20,000 deportations of undocumented immigrants from Puerto Rico. Out of that 20,000 of undocumented immigrants that were deported, 15,000 of them was Dominicans. Who deported them? Puerto Ricans. I wish Black Americans was as evil as the PRs. Here's a goofy Brandon Johnson that's willing to go to war with the National Guard to protect undocumented immigrants. Here's another goofy, Karen Bass, willing to go to war with the National Guard to protect undocumented immigrants. Only if they were as evil as the PRs. Here's Donald Trump that made a bounty commercial out of Puerto Rico when it got hit by Maria.
Bounty mega roll lasts longer, so you can tackle
Applesauce and avocado, berries, butter, coffee cream, trippy fingers, deviled eggs, and then bananas, red and green.
No Black Americans were trying to be accepted by Latinos or Hispanics. That's the Afro Latinos tap dancing to be accepted by the white T Latinos. If anything, y'all fighting to take credit for Black American culture. That's what y'all fighting for. Puerto Ricans still big mad because they didn't have anything to do with hip hop, jungle music?
No, we are not. I mean, Somali people and Black American people don't look nothing alike, first of all. Second of all, what's up with this Black Americans are going to get caught up in the deportation? They've been saying that since Trump took office, and it ain't happened yet. We have not been getting deported yet. I haven't seen it. But it's like they want us to get deported. As soon as Trump started deporting immigrants, they said, oh, Black Americans is going to be part of it too. And we said, we're not worried about that. We been said that. And it's like they want it to happen for us. They really, really want us to be in the same boat as them, literally and figuratively. But we're not. I'm sorry to have to inform you that my people was here before Ellis Island. My people made that. We created that. We built that. Okay, we are foundational to this land. I am not an immigrant. I am a Black American. Okay, I was here before America was even a thing. My ancestors were here before America was even America. We fought in every single war. Our blood is in this soil. We're not immigrants. Y'all want us to be immigrants so bad. Y'all want us to be like y'all so bad and be in the same situation as you. We're not. We're just not, and it hasn't been happening. Where has it happened? Show me the articles, cause I ain't seen one. I ain't seen one foundational Black American get deported to. Where they gonna deport them to? Mississippi.
The American empire is on full display. Mask totally off. And who do you think we should turn to for wisdom on how to resist? Because there's a community in this nation that has been targeted by this empire from the beginning, and that has resisted this empire from the beginning. And that's the Black community, and particularly Black Christians. And there's a reason why they're resting right now, and they're pulled back right now, because I believe the Lord is strengthening them to lead in this upcoming season. Because nobody knows the empire like targets of the empire. And nobody sings, "We shall overcome," like those who have come out of the furnace of affliction.
Unpopular opinion. The Latinos are one of the, if not the most racist and anti-Black communities in the United States of America. Let me tell you how. The Latinos do not want to be associated with the Black man in any way. They don't want nothing to do with the Black man, or with the skin tone, with this black skin, Nothing to do with us, right? Nothing to do with the African Black or the American Black, nothing. They don't even want to work with us, associate with us, even intermarry, nothing. They don't even want it. It's so bad to the point where even the Black Latinos, you see like the Dominican Blacks, as black as this jacket, someone blacker than me telling you, I know Black, I Dominican, I know Black. That's how bad it is. It's to the point where it's been confirmed to me by Latinas, by Latin girls, that in their families, marrying white is the top grade. It's like that's the top you can get. Like they have this belief where the whiter you go, the better. Like if the whiter or the more pale your partner's skin tone is, the better. It improves the family lineage. That's how bad these people hate anything to do with the Blacks. But it's like you people forget that the only reason why you can, in the first place, migrate into this country and even come here illegally and have kids, and then the kids actually get a citizenship, is because of these same Black people you don't want to be associated with. These same people are the ones who protested, are the same ones who died, are the same ones who got imprisoned, who got lynched, just fighting to start the civil rights movement, which now has civil rights acts into the American law that will now help give a lot of us right to even allow us come to this country in the first place, to even allow us ride on the same trains with whites, to even allow us eat in restaurants or go to a beach or, walk in certain spaces. This DEI thing they're talking about, it's them. It's the same Black people you don't want to be associated with. They're the ones. Now this ICE raid thing is happening. They are kicking out hundreds of thousands of Latinos because you guys have the largest community in America after the whites. Guess what? I do not give two mosquito testicles how many of you get kicked out of here because you don't give a shit about Blacks. You don't want nothing to do with Black people. I don't care how many Latinos get kicked out. I'm an immigrant myself, but guess what? I do not give a fuck. I could give a flying F because, again, like I said, you guys don't want nothing to do with the Blacks. So why even get support from the Blacks? Because now you guys are also protesting. I promise you want the support of the Blacks. It's like when the chips are down, you forget the support of the Black folks.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Furaha. If you're watching me for the first time, thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you for watching the video this far. I hope that you have learned a thing or two, enjoyed the video. That's what we do over here, and I hope that you would like to be part of this amazing journey, amazing story, amazing we just basically talk about Black people, and if that is something that interests you, please make sure that you subscribe and be part of us, and I'll just appreciate that so much. Guys, if you have been here for months, weeks, days, thank you so much. I don't take that for granted. Thank you for that support. Thank you for always showing up for me, showing up for this channel, sharing my videos to your friends, family, like-minded people, for always liking my videos, leaving a comment, sharing to wherever. I don't take that for granted. Thank you so much. I know you could be doing something else, but you chose to watch this video. Thank you so much. So guys, on today's video, we're talking about hate, Black people being hated on. Black people, people want them to be deported. People want them out of America. We're not talking about people, we're talking about a lot of people that hate Black people and the Black community at large. Now, we are basically talking about two groups of people that really don't like Black people. I don't know why, I don't know how this happens, but it's just widely known that Asians don't like, and we're talking about Asian Americans, and we're also talking about Latinos. They don't like Black people. They hate Black people for no apparent reason, and the mere existence of Black people on this planet makes them upset. It doesn't make them settle. It's very unsettling for them that Black people actually exist, and all they ever wished for was Black people to be deported, Black people to just be let go, just out of America. Maybe that would make them comfortable. You would be wondering how they just have like that kind of much hate towards a group of people that barely has anything to beef about with anyone. Black people are peaceful people. They only get aggressive or they fight for themselves, but they're doing that sometimes, most times, in self-defense, because white people and other people from the other races, they have like overstepped. They have always been taking advantage of Black people, so much so Black people have gotten to a point where they know that they have to fight for themselves, since there's no one clearly that is going to fight for them. Now they realize that they have to stand up for themselves. They have to speak their mind. They have to make the world know that they are also humans. Yeah, something they never really had to do, because it was supposed to be granted, it was supposed to be given. No one else has to explain why they need to be accepted in this planet. But Black people have had to do that for over decades, years, centuries. They have had to do that over 500 years, because white people and the people of the other races have made it so difficult for them to exist. The mere existence of Black people on this planet is, something that really offends people, and especially Asian Americans, especially Latinos, especially white people. They, if they had a way, if they could devise a way where they would take Black people and just dump them somewhere, just away from this planet, maybe they would do it. Yeah, because they feel very uncomfortable over things that sometimes you wonder. It's not even anything that affects them. It's just Black people being Black people. We have discussed quite a number of times about Black joy and what it does to the people of the other races and white people. They're uncomfortable because the things that they have made Black people go through do not allow for any joy. And when they see Black people happy, they're uncomfortable because they want to see Black people always crying, always complaining, always being controlled around, always being living under the white people mercy. And when that is not happening, and also I'm talking about white people, and I'm talking about people that have proximity to whiteness, like the Latinos and the Asian Americans, because you don't compare Black people and these other immigrants and how they are treated. Yeah, it's different. Black people are treated differently because they are who they are, and everyone is jealous of Black people. Everyone doesn't just like Black people in general. Good thing is that black people already know that, and they're not trying to fight. They're not trying to be liked. They're not trying to get approval from anyone. They got to a point where they gave up. Yeah, maybe at some point they were doing that, but it got to a point where they realized that they can only do so much, that they cannot do any particular thing that will make the whole world love them. And they also understood the fact that they don't have to be loved in the first place. They also understood that they don't have to fight for a spot because they are the whole sport. And that has changed the whole perspective of black people, has changed the whole idea of how white people and the other people from the other races see black people. And that discomfort is what is actually raising all these things. They now don't understand. They don't know how to attack black people anymore because they are clearly unable to do it. They cannot attack them anymore. You don't attack someone that is not even trying to fight you. You cannot win a battle where you're fighting alone. The person that is supposed to be your opponent is not even paying attention to you, is not even looking. Yeah, that is white black people for you. They're not watching. They're not like over their shoulders trying to see who is doing what and what not. They're just basically living their lives and accepted everything that is and what is to come. And they know that their best shot is just being themselves, loving themselves, building a community of their own where they can share their little joys, their little love, and that's basically just what they're living. That's what they're doing, and that too makes people uncomfortable. So you wonder, what do people want? They just want black people out, away. I don't know to where, but they just don't want black people to exist. It's uncomfortable that black people are minding their business. They have to talk about them, they have to discuss them. It's very sad that we're actually discussing that, but it is what it is. So guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. Let me know what you agree to, or let me know what you don't agree to. And I'll be sure to like your comments. Please make sure you leave a comment. I will read them. And it doesn't matter if you agree or not agree to what I have said. Please feel easy. It's a safe space for you. As a white person, as a black person, whatever else you come from. Feel easy. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this. Guys, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please, I'm requesting that you do that right now. And returning subscribers, thank you so much, guys, for the support, for the overwhelming support. You guys have been wonderful. You have been amazing to me the past few months that I have been on this channel, and the growth has been immense. Thank you so much, guys. I don't take that for granted. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you in my next video. Please make sure that you love yourself a little bit more, love your neighbors, you love yourself. Bye for now.